Hello, so we're going to do fitness yoga. What do you need? Some space to move about in. If you have a yoga mat, great. You don't need any shoes or socks on for this class. And you may want a drink of water. You may want a pillow to make yourself more comfortable, or yoga blocks if you have them. So let's begin. So we're going to come into our yoga warm-up. So we're just going to start standing. You're going to come up nice and wide. You're going to tuck your tailbone and then sink down. Take the options that are right for you. So we're going to inhale, roll, and we're going to exhale, open out. Take a big breath in, roll, open, give yourself a hug and open out. Let's do this 2 more times. Breathing in and breathing out. Can we sink a little bit lower now? Now from here, we're just going to take a side bend, coming up and over, and then go the other way. So we're going to breathe in and we're going to breathe out. And we're going to come back to those hugs, but this time we're going to sink down a bit more. So tuck the chin around the back and then open out wide, trying to stay low. So you want to really tuck that tailbone out under and push the knees out wide. So breathe in and then breathe out. Can we round the spine a bit bigger? Go again. Filling yourself up with breath with each one. Now from here, we're going to place the hands to the floor and we're going to turn into a downward dog. So you're going to spread your hands nice and wide, tuck your chin. You want your eye gaze to either the toes or the knees. Push out the hands and we're just going to pedal the feet. Pushing down to the heels, let's just release any tightness we have in the calves. The hips are up and back and we draw that belly button in. And we're just going to take a hold here. Then from here you're going to roll forward and lower down onto the knees. Untuck the toes in a cat and cow to loosen off that spine. So take a big breath out, tuck your tailbone under and draw your spine to ceiling. And as we inhale, pull the chest through, slide the shoulder down the back and lift your gaze. And all again, big exhale and then inhale. So how much movement can get in your spine? Can you really tuck the tailbone and like an angry cat, pull that spine towards the ceiling. As we come through, slide the shoulders down the back and pull your chest through, lifting the chin. Let's do this one more time. Now from here, we're going to step the front leg forward into a lunge. Take your time, you can walk it if you need to. You want to get the ankle and knee in alignment. Just going to drop the hips, lift the chest and slide the shoulders down the back. Now if you've got bad wrists, you can make fists. We can always adjust it. And then from here, we're just going to open out. Eye gaze follows, squeeze your shoulders together. Open out nice and wide, big breath in. And as you exhale, start to sit the hips down. Yeah, start to open them out. And then we're to step. Take the hands down, step back and do this on the other side. So take your time, walk it if you need to. You might need to use your hands. Again, push out the floor, lift the chest and then slide the shoulders down your back. Dropping the hips low and we just open out. So we're going to squeeze the shoulder base together and then exhale and sink down. And then from here, we're going to take a little push back into child's pose. So arms are long, tuck the shin, rest the forehead on the mat and keep parking your hips back towards your toes. And just melt here, taking a big deep breath in and a slow breath out. Now we're going to roll forward, tuck the toes, come back into downward dog. And again, try and get the heels down. Remember, if you're tight, bend your knees. And we're going to walk into a forward fold. Now we want the feet hip width apart. Draw your belly in, scoop it up, and then exhale, let the chest rest on the thighs. From here, clasp those elbows and just sway side to side in ragdoll. Tucking the chin. And just let this feel good. It should be a nice release into your lower back. And then from here, option on the flat back. So we can either be here or lengthen up onto the shin. So we want to pull the shoulders down, lengthen through your spine and push the hips back. Pull the crown away. So you might feel comfortable down here, you might need it up here. There's options, take what's right from you. I'm going to inhale, rise up to mountain, and we come into extended mountain pose. Go and tuck the tailbone, pull the shoulders down, lift the heart, and take a back bend. Squeeze the butt, push the hips forward, and feel your back. And where can you go to here? And we take a side bend to the side, pushing the palms away, pushing the heels down, still squeezing the glutes, and then go the other way. Then from here, we're going to take a back bend, breathing in, nice big deep breath, and exhale, come down. Now we're going to float into some sun salutations. So from here, we're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, pull the shoulders down, and then you're going to exhale, tuck the chin. Hands placed down, spread the fingers wide, and hands shoulder width apart. You're going to step back into a downward dog. So we're trying to get the heels down. So a lot of people have tight calves or tight hamstrings, and for them to get the heels down, they might need to bend the knees. You want to pull the shoulders down the back. Some people need a little tuck of the tailbone. It depends on your body. And then we're going to push the chest to thighs. So you want to be in a nice long spine. What we don't want is a banana back. So we want a nice long spine here. Slide the shoulders down and rotate the triceps towards the floor so the inside of your elbows are by your ears, and that helps your back engage more and less into the shoulders. From here, we're going to roll forward into a plank. So shoulders and wrists in alignment. Drop your knees, untuck the toes. You're going to exhale, come down halfway into a tricep push-up. Then we pull the chest through, pull the shoulders back. Big squeeze the back, looking ahead, and this is baby cobra. You can come up to a full cobra if you want to lift the hips off, but keep the elbows squeezing into the bottom ribs so your back is working as the chest opens. Tuck the toes, come back into a downward dog. Take a big breath out, push the hips up and then push them back. Again, heels down, so if you need to, bend the knees. Then we're going to bend the knees, and you're going to either step and walk into a forward fold, or later on we're going to jump, so it's your choice. From here, we're going to inhale, rise into our back bend, squeezing the butt, pushing the hips forward. Exhale, come down to a forward fold. Inhale to a flat back, lengthen. Remember, the hands can touch down if you feel like you're able to. Exhale, come down, spread the hands, and again, we're going to step the back leg first and come into a downward dog position. Again, pushing the heels back and down. Pushing the butt back, sliding the shoulders down your back. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, lower. Now knees or toes, we start to add options into this. You'd inhale, so you can find your cobra, hips off but thighs down, or an up dog, thighs off, shoulders back, pull the chest right through. This is quite strong into the back, so if you need to come down, do so. From here, we exhale back into the downward dog. Bending your knees, you can either step and walk into a forward fold, or you can brace your belly, push into your hands and jump into forward fold. From here, we rise back up. We're going to do 2 more rounds. So find your beautiful back bend and then exhale, dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Now, hands can touch down. You can step or brace your belly and jump back. And then we push the hips back into our downward dog. Tuck the chin, inhale, roll like a wave, knees or toes, exhale, descend the tailbone strong. Now we inhale to up dog or cobra. So remember, if you need it, it's okay to stay in that baby cobra. Tuck the toes back into your downward dog. Again, you can bend the knees, walk, or brace your belly and jump. Take a big breath out. Inhale, rise. Let's do 1 more round. Exhale, dive. Inhale to lengthen. Remember, choose what you need. Exhale, back down. Now from here, you can step or you can jump. Hips up and back. Exhale. Inhale, roll that spine. Trying to get as much movement into it. Exhale, lower, knees or toes. Inhale, cobra or up dog. But you want to work the back muscles. You really want to pull your shoulders back and down, squeezing hard. Exhale to your downward dog. And again, bend your knees, walk or brace your belly and jump. Then we inhale, rise into a back bend. And then from here, we're just going to open out the chest, take the hands behind the back, roll your shoulders up, back and down. Tuck your tailbone to draw your belly button up and in, and then pull the hands down to open out that chest. Well done. And then release it. Now we're gonna bring a little bit of strength into this. So we want to strengthen these legs. So take your feet hip width apart for me and take your front leg back. So that's the leg towards me. So I'm gonna step back nice and long here. So here we want the knee and ankle in alignment, and you wanna come down low if you can, because ideally we're gonna try and get this thigh parallel to floor. The back foot's out at 45 degrees in a warrior one, and we want to square the shoulders. We need to pull them around so the shoulders are stacked over the hips. Tuck your tailbone under and squeeze your glutes, and then sink all the way down. And breathe. Can you come down lower? So we've got the side of the foot pushing heavy into the ground here, and we want that. Take a little push out this knee. Option, if you're feeling it, you can lift the heel. Now from here, we're gonna take the arms up, squeeze the shoulder blades, and you're gonna reach and extend forward, lengthen, and then we're gonna draw back, squeezing the glutes. So option, remember this front heel can come down, breathing in, extending forward, exhale and coming back. Squeeze hard into the shoulders. 2 more times. So I'm building a little bit of strength into the ankle. Feeling some load into the glute as well. You're gonna pull back, squeeze, and then turn. So now we're gonna come into a warrior two. So we need to adjust our feet. So what we want, again, this knee over the ankle, a little push out the knee towards the baby toe. You wanna roll the thighs back. Now, what we're looking for is the ankle to be in line with any part, this part of the inside of the foot. So some people need to walk their foot forward, some don't. Again, we're gonna push all the energy to the side of the foot, tuck your tailbone and sink. Now we're gonna roll the shoulders back and down, hips and shoulders square. So you wanna align yourself and then sink down. Still pushing this knee out and rolling the thighs back. Option to lift the heel. Squeeze, that's it, beautiful. Now we take the eye gaze to this hand. Now from here, we're gonna extend our warriors. So we're gonna extend, elbow to thigh, and then arms gonna come up by the ear. Pull your shoulders down. So most people overextend here. We're gonna pull the ribs down. Pull the bottom rib through and tuck your tailbone under. Option, you can stay lifting the heel, you can drop it down, you can stay here, you can start to open out. Or if you would like a challenge today, brace your belly strong, bring the arm up, tuck the tailbone still, pull the shoulders down, and take this. Whew, it's hot. You might feel a little shaking. Release, and we're gonna go to the other side. So your legs have been getting warm now. So we're gonna come back to that warrior one. So we're gonna go the other direction. Again, adjust your feet. Knee over the ankle, square, tuck the tailbone, and sink. Imagine someone just pushed your head down to the floor. So that back foot, 45 degrees, and push into the side of the foot. Roll the shoulders back and down, and when you're ready, sink low. Option to lift the heel if you want to, you might not. Remember, it's all options. And we inhale, reaching far forward, keeping your spine long, try not to round your back. Squeeze your glutes as you draw back and squeeze your shoulder blades. So we inhale, and then we exhale. Breathing in, and then breathing out one more time. Trying to stay as low as you can. Take a hold, sink a little bit lower, and then turn, warrior two. So again, I'm gonna need to adjust my feet. So I need to step back and align my heel with this part of the foot. You see this little curve? That's what we're looking for. So I'm gonna push down, the side of the foot faces forward, and this foot out. Again, roll the thighs, tuck the tailbone, squeeze your glutes, sink into the leg. Option to lift the heel. Draw the shoulders together, and then exhale. You should feel it. Yeah. Eye gaze to this hand. Can you sink a little bit more for me? Now let's extend our warrior. So you're gonna reach away, elbow comes down to the thigh, arm overhead. So you wanna bring this arm by your ear. And again, don't overextend here. Pull the ribs down and pull the bottom rib through and tuck your tailbone under. Again, drop the heel if you need to. You can open out, that's an option. You can stay here. Or if you want that challenge, pull the shoulders down, Tuck tailbone, sink a little bit more. We're gonna hold here. And then release it. Now we're gonna come into a chair pose. So I'm gonna squeeze the thighs, ankles together. Tuck your tailbone, breathe your arms up. Exhale and sink nice and low for me. Now option, heels can be down, or challenge, if you want to strengthen your ankles, lift the heels up. Even if it's a micro lift, take that challenge, and then we start to sink. Oh, that's getting the legs hot, isn't it? Keep putting the shoulders down, keep the chest up, tuck the tailbone to engage the core. And then try and hold it here. Yes, it's meant to be challenging. Now bring your hands to heart center, staying lifted. Take that challenge. Press the palms, engage the shoulder girdle. Inhale, arms rise, staying low. And then press the palms. Even if your heels are down, that's all good, just stay low. Or challenge yourself, lift them up. And then we're gonna release. Hopefully, your legs feel nice and warm now. Yes. Okay, now we're gonna try and balance. So from here, we're gonna find a tree pose. Right leg first. So your foot can be here, here. Just don't put your foot onto your knee joint. If you wanna take the challenge, take it up. Press leg and foot against each other. And we bring our hands to prayer position. So press the palms, lift the chest and squeeze into the palms so your shoulders are engaged. And then try and stay if you can. Just focus on your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Ground yourself to that floor like a tree. Feel the roots from your toes spread out. And just breathe wherever you are. Just take one more breath. And let's swap sides. So again, your options, foot can be here, foot can be here, just not on that knee joint. Again, we're going to focus on our breathing here. So spread the toes wide, get your strong grounding. Option, if you're here, try pushing the foot and the leg against each other to create some tension and squeeze the glutes. You'll feel your hips open out. And then press the palms. Pull the shoulders back and down and breathe. You may even feel like closing your eyes whilst you're here. And yes, we wobble, and that's all good. We embrace the wobble. And just really bring your focus to your breath. Inhaling for the nose and exhaling for the nose. Just try one more breath. Can you still hold it? And then release. Well done. So from now, we're going to open out a bit of the hips. So I'm going to come down to seated. Now, let's open out the hips. Everyone's different here. So soles of the feet together. Your option, you might need your feet further away, or you might be able to pull them in. Choose what's right for you. Grow tall in the spine, ground your hips into the floor, lift the chest. We're going to tip forward and press those elbows into the knees and just try and open out the hips a little bit. Now, if this is not for you, you can always take the hands forward, lengthen the spine, lift that chest, take a big breath in and exhale, melt down. But you might prefer to be here. You might even be able to pull them in, but everyone's different. And from here, we're just going to wrap one hand around the toes, lengthen the spine, take the hand behind your back and take a twist. So grow tall and look over your shoulders, stretching out your neck. And you are going to feel it in the front of the hip here as well, stretch. And then go to the other side. So wrap the hand around the toes, push out the hand, try and bring it as close to your bum as you can, and then lengthen and look over. And then release. Now we're going to take our legs to 90-90. So if you have bad hips or knees, flex the foot, knee in line with the hip, shin parallel, same with the back, and then square your shoulders. And you might want to just come down here. However, if your hips and knees are fine, you might want to go into pigeon pose, but you might not. So just remember, this is an option should you need it. So I'm going to go into pigeon pose. So what I do is extend the leg long, pull the heel in, but flex the foot. That's going to protect my knee. So I'm going to roll my hip down to the ground. I want my foot flat on the floor. Tuck the tailbone, lift the chest, square your shoulders. So big breath in, and then we exhale, lower down. And then you can stay up here. You can start to come down to the forearms, tucking the chin, or you can walk down. So choose. You might need to stay in that 90-90, but you might be able to surrender down. It's completely up to you. Now you can stay here. If you want to add the quad stretch, we can walk up and lift the back leg. Hand takes hold of the inside of the big toe and pull the shoulders back. Or you can take hold of the top. And then from here, you can stay here. Just try sliding the knee back a little bit. And then hip stays square to the floor. So it should be facing down, not going outwards. And again, you can stay here. You can slide down. And again, there's options. So you might still be in the 90-90, and that is okay. However, if you want a challenge today, you can go into mermaid. So what we do is we hook the foot into the elbow crease, slide this knee back a little bit, make sure this foot is flexed because that's your stable base. Square the shoulders and bring that arm up and over. And lift the chest. But you might be somewhere in between. So you might just be holding here. Remember, there's many options. Take what's right for you. We're going to release and roll over and do the other side. So legs can be 90-90. You can do the whole thing here. If you want to, stay here. It's okay. What's right for your body might not be right for someone else. So just remember that. And then from here, we're going to go into the pigeon. So we're going to bring the heel in and flex the foot. Take the leg back long, and you want your toe rolling downwards, not tucked under. So again, hip square to the floor. So you see my hips facing downwards. Tuck the tailbone, lengthen, and exhale coming down. So you might wish to be here. You might want to extend all the way down. And again, you might want to start to get the quad stretch if you're going to go into mermaid. Or you might just want a quad stretch. So we're going to pull the heel towards our butt. Push out the hand. Keep the shoulders square still. Option to slide down to forearm or fully extend. And then if you want that mermaid, again, hook the foot into the big foot, put the foot into the big toe. Yep, they slide. Keep this foot flexed, and then we bring the hand towards the shoulder and we lift up and over. But remember, you might prefer just to be here halfway, and you might not even want to be here. You might prefer that pigeon. You might prefer 90-90. So let's just release, and I'm going to come into wide-legged forward fold. So again, hamstrings are tight, bend your knees. Take the options. Now I'm going to kick the heels away nice and long and ground your seat bones. So you might need to lift your butt cheeks up here, and we're going to lengthen. So I'm going to lengthen the spine, draw the belly button in, and then tip forward. And from here, just walk the hands out, relax the shoulders. Again, you might wish to walk away even further, or you might be staying here. So this is the one. We shouldn't ever force our stretches. So you just want to breathe into it. Find a place. If you feel like your leg is pulsating and it's shaking, that's too far. Just pull it back and just be a little bit kinder to yourself. If you want to go there, fully extend down, taking nice big deep breaths. We slowly walk in and we're going to take a side bend. So this elbow is going to drop down. You're going to pull this bottom shoulder through. Inhale, arm extends. Exhale, and let the arm wrap around your head. So we want that arm resting on the ear. So you can stay here and take this as a restorative and restful pose. Or if you wish to work, inhale, lift the bottom rib. Exhale, roll the top shoulder back and just reach towards the feet. But don't let yourself roll forward. So again, if you're rolling forward, just come out of there and just rest. And let's go through to the other side. So the elbow drops down, bring the bottom shoulder through, inhale, exhale again, it can rest, or inhale, roll the shoulder back, and exhale, explore where you're going to. Just feel that beautiful opening through the side of your body. Now we're going to come back to center. Roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tip. And maybe this time you can come down a little bit more. So you might be able to come down and you might be able to walk all the way down and tuck the chin. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice big deep breaths. Feel that heaviness of your body as it comes to floor. One more breath. And we're going to slowly walk in. We're going to roll onto our back and we're going to find a happy baby. So from here, roll down, flex your feet. This can be a happy baby, so you can hold the back of the legs. You can hold onto your ankles, or you can flex your feet, hold inside or outside of feet. The other thing you can do is piece fingers onto the big toes. So whatever feels good for you. And we just push the tailbone down so your back is nice and long. And again, you can stay still, or you might wish to rock, giving yourself a beautiful back massage whilst you're here. And then we're going to bring the feet together. Let the feet touch down, knees fall apart, elbows clasped, and come into butterfly pose. Now, for some people, this is uncomfortable in your lower back. If that's you, try walking the legs away. And if it's still uncomfortable, extend your legs long. If you're pregnant, you're going to roll onto your side. Just move the baby and just make a pillow out of your hands. So take nice big deep breaths. So wherever you are, just let yourself relax. So you might want to be in corpse pose. Remember, pregnancy, you stay on the side. In your corpse pose, just relax the thighs, relax the hips. Hands can rest on the belly. Hands can rest by the side, palm up. Or you may wish to bring the left hand to your heart and the right hand on your belly and focus on feeling your breath. The other alternative is you can sit cross-legged. So choose where you want to be and just make yourself nice and comfortable. And we're just going to focus on our breathing. Close your eyes, taking a big deep breath in through the nose and a slow breath out. And if you want to put warm clothes on, if you want to grab a cushion or a blanket, now's the time to do so. So wherever you are, just close your eyes, breathing in through the nose and a slow breath out through the nose. Breathing in, breathing out. Start to relax the eyes. Start to soften the muscles around your eyes. Start to relax your jaw. Letting go of any tension you're carrying in your jaw. Feel your head become heavy onto the ground. And start to feel every muscle in your face relax and soften. And taking a little tuck of the neck so the neck is nice and long. Starting at the base of the neck, travel down your spine. Each time you exhale, Soften each and every muscle between each vertebrae. So feeling the softness spread between the shoulders, traveling down the middle of your back. Just relaxing your lower back. And it going all the way down to your tailbone. Now start to relax your glutes. Let them melt into the floor. Send that softness from your glutes traveling through to the hips. And let any tension you're carrying there go. Just soften your thighs. Relax the knees. And relax your calves. Feeling softness all the way through to your toes. And just scan around your body. Where are you tight? Where are you holding on to tension? And each time you exhale, try and relax that area. Try and soften. Again, focusing on our breath, breathing in and breathing out. And your chest rise and fall with your breath. Feeling calm, feeling relaxed, and feeling centered. Let's start to wake the body up. Just start to wiggle your fingers, start to move your toes, maybe rolling your wrists, maybe moving the feet. And you might feel like turn your head side to side, just stretching out your neck. Now listen to your body. What stretches do you need to come back to your day? So you might wish to extend out long, bringing some length back into your body. Or you might wish to hug yourself into a ball. You might wish to come back to happy baby. Or you might wish to find a supine twist, taking the knees across your body and twisting. So just give yourself what you need. And when you're ready, take your time, just roll back onto your side and come up to seated. Now you can sit any way you like. You can be kneeling, legs can extend long, or you can cross your legs. And when you're ready, just ground the hips, lengthen the spine, and roll the shoulders up, back and down. And again, we close our eyes. Taking a big deep breath in and a slow breath out, bringing our focus back to our breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's do this 3 more times. Last time. Slowly open your eyes. Welcome back. And namaste. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that practice today. And I'll see you all soon. So take care. Bye-bye.